Hello everyone, welcome to the English Fluency course day 29. Today in this class, I'm going to explain the last subtense of the future tense, that is future perfect continuous tense or future perfect progressive tense. Before that, if you are new to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel and hit the bell icon too to receive the notifications of English related videos from this channel. Thank you. Now let's get started. The structure of the future perfect continuous tense or future perfect progressive tense is subject plus will have been or shall have been plus V4. Subject plus will have been or shall have been plus V4. V4 is nothing but V1 plus ing form. No B forms for this structure. All the perfect continuous tenses have no B forms. Present perfect continuous tense and past perfect continuous tense and the future perfect continuous tense have no B forms, and future continuous tense or future progressive tense also has no B forms. So totally out of 12 tenses, 4 tenses have no B forms. The uses or the definition of this tense is: this tense is used to describe an action which will have begun sometime in the past, present, or in the future. The action will have begun sometime in the past or present or future and is expected to continue in the future. Example: by next year, the head teacher will have been working in the school for 15 years. By next year, the head teacher will have been working in the school for 15 years. The action began in the past, some years ago. So by next year, how many years it will be? It will be 15 years. So the head teacher will have been working in the school for 15 years by next year. In order to describe this kind of action, we use future perfect continuous tense or future perfect progressive tense. The action which will have begun sometime in the past, present, or in the future and is expected to continue in the future. By next year, the head teacher will have been working in this school for 15 years. For example, in the 2019, he joined as a teacher, for example. By 2021, it will be 15 years. So, in order to describe this kind of action, we can say, by next year, the head teacher will have been working in this school for 15 years. Next example. In November, he will have been working in that company for 20 years. In November. Okay, or in January or in February, or by next year we can say he will have been working in that company for 20 years. We are late. I think they will have been waiting for us. We'd better go. We are late. We are late. Contraction form for we are is we're. We're late. I think they'll have been means they will have been waiting for us. We'd better go means we had better go. By next year, I shall have been working as a teacher for 10 years. By next year, I shall have been working as a teacher for 10 years. I joined as a teacher in 2012. Now this is 2021. By next year, it will be 10 years. So I shall have been working as a teacher for 10 years by next year. At 5 o'clock, I will have been waiting for 30 minutes. At 5 o'clock, I shall have been or will have been. Shall have been is more formal. Okay. At 5 o'clock, I shall have been waiting for 30 minutes. When I turn 25, I shall have been playing piano for 21 years. When I turn 25, I shall have been playing piano for 21 years. You can say I will have been also. As per grammar rule for I and we, for the first person singular and plural, we can use shall. Okay. But in modern English, in conversational language, in spoken English, we can use instead of shall have been, you can use will have been. Both same, there will be no difference at all. When I turn 25, I will have been, you can say, or I shall have been, you can say. The only thing is it is formal. Shall have been is more formal. More common is I will have been. Okay, for every person will have been you can use. That's more common. The shall have been is less in use, but you can say. Note: non-action verbs do not use the future perfect continuous tense. Non-action verbs. Action words will be there. The words which describe state of being will be there. So the words which describe state of being are called non-action verbs. Remember that non-action verbs like to be remember that non-action verbs like to be, to seem, or to know are not suited to the future perfect continuous tense. Instead of these verbs, instead these verbs take the future perfect tense. For example, know is that that's not action word, and seem is not action word. To be, like I'm a teacher, yam is there, right? That is be form. So these forms we cannot use them in the future perfect continuous tense. Instead we can use future perfect tense. What is the structure for the future perfect tense? Subject plus. The structure of the future perfect tense is subject plus will have or shall have plus v3. So non-action verbs, uh, we can use the non-action verbs in future perfect tense. We cannot use them in future perfect continuous tense. For example, you can see, on Thursday I will have been knowing you for a week. Know is non-action verb, right? So we cannot use them in future perfect continuous tense. On Thursday I will have been knowing you for a week. This is wrong sentence, incorrect. What is the correct sentence? On Thursday I will have known you for a week. On Thursday I will have known you for a week. Okay, this is all for today. So with this we completed all the tenses. Okay, there are three main tenses: present, past, and future, and each tense has four subtenses. Present tense has four subtenses, past tense has four subtenses, and future tense has four subtenses. Totally there are 12 tenses. With today's class we completed all the 12 tenses. So my dear friends, all of you have to practice these 12 tenses until you become confident. You have to learn them, the usage, the structure, the be forms, and the number of examples. You can write your own examples too along with these examples. Next, to maintain one notes and note down all the examples, structures, be forms. Say every day you have to write at least 10 to 20 examples, and you need to use them in your conversation. Once you know these 12 tenses, then you can go further. You can learn remaining topics. We can learn. There are many structures, but the basic thing is you have to learn these tenses first of all. Before you learn anything, before you enhance your communication skills, first of all you should be good at tenses. So still, if you are not confident, once again revise these clauses, make notes, and use them in your conversation. Practice makes anyone perfect. Before I conclude this class, I just want to read you one wonderful thought. Today's thought: the capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, the willingness to learn is choice. This is said by Brian Herbert. I repeat, the capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, the willingness to learn is a choice. Willingness means readiness. This is very, very important. Not your capacity, not your ability. Even though you don't have a capacity, okay, even though you don't have skill, even though you don't have talent, okay, innate, even though you don't have innate wisdom, that means by birth some people get this. They have the capacity, but they don't work hard. When they don't work hard, they cannot become successful. But some people, they don't have capacity actually. Okay, they don't have the ability, skill, and talent, but with the hard work, they can succeed. So here the important thing is, okay, whether you have the willingness or not, whether you have readiness or not to learn new things, that's important. When you have this willingness to learn, you can overcome any kind of problems. You can learn anything. So if you would desire to become fluent in English language, if you have the strong desire to become a fluent speaker, then need not bother about the ability and your capacity. Okay, no need to bother about that. If you have the readiness, then you will be able to learn and you will be able to become successful. So this is the thought of the day. Hope you understood. Thank you all of you for supporting my channel. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon too. And don't forget to comment. If you have any doubts related to English, grammar or spoken English, whatever it is, please mention it in the comment box. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day. See you in the next class. Until then, take care. Bye bye.